Hey guys, welcome to a day in the life of in the kitchen with me. And today we're gonna be making some bread. So I'm gonna start off by putting in 1/3 cup of canola oil and then 1/3 cup of honey. And I've already put my starter in, and I'm also gonna use 1 tablespoon of salt. So then once I do all of that, then I'm going to need 5 cups of flour. This recipe calls for 10 to 12 cups, but you want to start with 5 cups in your bowl and then crank that mixer on and let it go. I like to sift my flour because I feel like it makes it a lot smoother. It's not a requirement, but all of those bumps that you don't sift out would be in your bread otherwise, and who wants that? So I'm sifting it all, and then I just add 1 cup at a time until my dough is totally ready to go. You don't want it sticking to the sides. So I obviously bake a lot of bread. I buy my flour in bulk, and I buy it in 25-pound bags, and I run out a lot. So now that my dough is done, I'm going to roll it out. I like to knead it and get my hands dirty and really feel that dough and make sure that it's a really good consistency. This is my daughter, Maddie, by the way. She says hello. So I'm really just gonna spend some time rolling around that dough, feeling it, making sure it's good. And then I'm gonna put it in my bowl, and it's gonna sit for about 45 minutes. So while I'm waiting for that, it is corn season, which is one of my favorite times of year. So we get a lot of corn in, so I am shucking it and then putting it into some freezer bags. So that way we have it all year around, because we can't possibly eat all this corn during corn season. I'm gonna cut off the bad places, of course, and then I'll end up washing it off and getting it all nice and clean, and then just throwing it in those freezer bags, and we'll put it in the freezer. Maddie says hi. She's so cute. She was so fussy until I had to pick her up. Make sure I dry it off. Now I gotta clean up this mess because I make a lot of messes in the kitchen. Here I am making, so this is my very first time. I just decided to throw this together and make a cinnamon bread type of thing. So I just put in a 1/2 cup of butter, and I'm just eyeballing it. I eyeballed some cinnamon until it looked right, and I'm putting in brown sugar. I think I ended up putting in about 3/4 cup. All right, so my dough's ready now. So now I'm going to pound it out. It should have doubled in size, and mine definitely did. So I pound it, and I get all the air bubbles out, and then I'm just gonna continue to knead it. Knead it, knead it, knead it until it is, all the air bubbles are out, and it looks good. I'm gonna divide it in half because this recipe makes 2 loaves, 2 large loaves. And then I'm just gonna keep rolling it and messing with it just to make sure that I get it nice and good and ready to go. I like to use a lot of flour so it doesn't stick to your hands. And then once I kind of get it shaped, I have to get the pan out, and then I shape it to make it match the pan. I want it to be about the same size. And then I'm going to get this is my very first time doing this. So I made kind of a mess, but it was really good, so it's okay. But I just take my mixture, my brown sugar mixture, and I just start pouring it all over the bread, but then I realized I made a really big mess, so I have to start cleaning it up. Then I roll it up, and I want to pinch the side. Dish and let it rise. Next, I'm going to do my next loaf. This time I'm not doing a cinnamon loaf. I'm just going to make it a normal white bread loaf because we go through those so much. Lots of sandwiches, lots of just all the things, breakfasts and whatnot. So we really need a good loaf each week, and really we go through 2, so I'll probably end up making more. But again, I'm just going to size it up with the pan, roll it, and pinch all of the sides. And then I'm going to end up putting it in that bread pan. And then I've got to let it rise for an hour. Now it's time to take a break, drink some coffee, clean up the kitchen, because my goodness, I am a messy cook, y'all. And so now that it has risen for an hour, I'm going to throw it in the oven and let it cook for 27 minutes. I'm also making some yogurt, And so it's a 2-ingredient yogurt. All right, and then there's my bread, guys. It looks pretty delicious. What do you think?